all of them, they think I'm mad.
Welcome to Caribbean Insight. We have an explosion of Caribbean videos lined up for you. Tonight, you will be experiencing international artists displaying the cultural rhythms of soca, calypso, reggae, dancehall, and salsa. So relax and let's take a ride down the Caribbean.
For the carnival, 2 days and one shot. I know that everybody go agree with me that last year was no carnival at all.
Free.
Yeah. This is Marshall, and you're tuning in looking at #1.
Yeah, man. This is the original dance master.
Je suis fier d'être parmi vous ce soir. Bonsoir.
This is Shalane Hendrickson Thomas.
Having a wonderful time here with Caribbean Insight.
Big up Caribbean Insight, right true. For more Calypso power.
Caribbean Insight really is dynamite. Caribbean Insight really super was spite. Caribbean Insight enjoy day or night. Caribbean Insight really is dynamite.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Caribbean Insight. Wellington Kwashi, better known as King Wellington. I want to welcome you to the show.
Hey, thank you. I'm happy for being here.
It's a pleasure to have you here. As I would say, it's long overdue.
Well, yes, it is long overdue.
Okay. You are from Tobago.
Goodwood, Tobago. And they say that there's some, to get into Goodwood, you have to pass Big Hole to go into Goodwood from Scarborough. No, and that's no kidding. That's for real. Right?
This is for real.
That is for real.
There are places such as Big Hole.
Big Hole, there's a winding road from Goodwood into Big Hole. And then before you get to Scarborough.
But let's go way back. Because you started singing in the 1960s.
Yes, I started singing in the 1950s. I started singing since I was in school. Actually, since I was in school, I used to sing in Calypso. I used to sing the Beginners Calypso, the Radio Calypso, Lord Kitchener, and all those Calypsos, Invaders, whilst I was at school. When I was growing up, my neighbors had one of these, his master's voice gramophones, and I used to learn all the Calypsos there. So I used to sing the Calypsos as they got the records. I learned the records same day, singing. And one day I just decided I'm going to sing at a concert in the school, and they had me as the school Calypsonian when I was 11, 12.
Okay,
you know? So then, and then it continued.
Right.
And I came to Trinidad. I left Tobago, came to Trinidad when I was 14 years, and I stayed in Trinidad, and I went to the streets there, went to the Calypso tents, where in the Calypso club. In those days, there was a club called the Calypso Club at Nelson and Queen Street corner, upstairs, Nelson and Queen Street corner. And as a Calypsonian, all Calypsonian, you have to be initiated by being a member of that club. And so all the Calypsonians, you name who, they had to pass in that club. So I catch myself there as a youth, and I started singing there.
And you started singing there?
Yes. But I should tell you, like, in those days, which is different to now, all Calypsonians, we used to work, Calypsonians used to sing, and we make our living by what you call hustling.
Okay.
And that hustle was like to sing for tourists or to sing in restaurants. In those days, in Port of Spain had a lot of Chinese restaurants, plenty, like 15 or 20 of them. So we used to just go from one restaurant to the other at night, like 10, 12 Calypsonians, like in pairs, singing for the people. And like we had partners, as you said. It was myself and Lord Bryner, it was Lord Superior and Skipper, was Inventor and Creator, was Caresser and Young Killer. Oh, there were two killers. There was the Mighty Killer and the Young Killer.
Right.
Caresser and Young Killer, Tiny Terror and Terror. And there were a lot of other, they were all, you had to sing in pairs.
Why you had to have a partner or sing in pairs at that time?
Well, actually, I met that, so we just had to join. I presume the reason why you had to sing in pairs is that when most of the Calypso singers couldn't play an instrument. So when you get someone that could play an instrument, you have someone that sings. So the both of us, like myself and Bryner couldn't play any instrument. And Young Killer couldn't play any instrument. So Bryner and myself was Young Killer and Caresser. And all the guys, well, skipper couldn't play an instrument, or skipper and superior, so they always had a calypsonian that could have played a guitar with someone that just sang.
Yeah.
And they always alternate.
At that time, the instrument that used to accompany the calypsonians was the guitar.
Was always, up to this present day, it's always a guitar.
Yes.
And I believe also one of the reasons why you had to work in pairs is because you collected money. We passed the hat. But when you're playing with the guitar, you can't pass the hat. You're playing. So the other guy had the hat.
Okay, all right. So it was like a partnership.
It was a partnership.
Were there any other places that calypsonians used to play for tourists just besides the restaurant?
Yes, we used to play also we used to play at Queen's Park Hotel, at Normandy Hotel. We used to play at all the hotels. We used to go, the people, well, really, tourists was really. And you know, also we used to play at private homes in Goodwood Park and Ellerslie Park. A lot of homes used to play at, a lot of them. People invited us to their homes. Well, you know, the rich people or the white people at that time.
Yes.
Right. We used to go to their homes and play, and they paid us good. We used to get good money in those days from that. But that's how calypsonians lived.
Could you remember back then, and you say it was the late 50s, some of the numbers that you used to sing during this hustling phase?
Yes, well, you had to sing The Mighty Sparrow. That was the day when Sparrow was in his prime. That was 1956, he won the crown in 1956. And 57, 58, 59, 60, he just reigned. So then everything Sparrow sang. When you go to the restaurants, the people ask for it. So you had to learn Sparrow song. He sang it today, you had to learn it tomorrow.
Right.
Right. Sparrow and Melody. This time Kitchener was in England. So Kitchener only used to send home songs during the carnival time. So most time he won the road march. But we never really sang his songs at that time. It was Melody and Sparrow. But then Invaders and Roaring Lion and all these guys had tunes like Marianne and Back to Back. Spoiler, we used to do a lot of Spoiler songs also. But strange that Spoiler, I didn't meet Spoiler and Melody, I didn't meet them hustling, but they, in their youth, they used to do the same thing. That was how calypsonians lived. Okay.
Before we go too far, we don't want to leave the audience out. I know they love the information, but they also want to hear some of your music.
Yes.
Let us tune into one of my famous songs I can remember, the Qualvis.
I have to be the most unlucky man, always catching myself in funny situation. This neighbor, she called out to me. She said, come over here and destroy she Quelvis. For she, I say, you Quelvis? She said, yes. I want you to ram it up. I want you to jam it up for me. I want you to bust it up for me. I want you to crush it up for me. It only going. Yes, I never see animal looking like that. Shaped like a turtle, but it have the face of a cat. She said, don't watch it, I want you to kill it for me right now. Now. But when I touch it on the nose, it ball out. Wow. Wow. Don't be afraid of it. Don't feel sorry for it. I bring you to kill it. So don't stand up there and watch it. Well, I want you to ram it up for me. I want you to jam it up for me. Boy, bust it up for me. I want you to crush it up for me. It only going. She said I had this pet with me from since I was small. But of late I find it don't behave itself at all. In the middle of the night, every night it does wake me up. Just so. Scratching and scratching and scratching and wouldn't stop. She said the way I have this thing so long, I can't see myself doing it no wrong. But if you could bust it up for me, I want you to crush it up for me. Wellington, ram it up for me. Why jam it up for me. She say, Wellington, can't you see? It's no blooming good to me. No, I'm a man, I don't believe in violence. Same time he jump at me, I had to snatch it in self-defense. I throw it on the bed and it start to groan like a lion. She said, wait, wait, wait. When she see I take out me piece of iron, Lord. I start to ram it up, boy. Man, I start to jam it up. Man, I tell her lick it up. I tell you I kick it up. Man, I bong it up. I tell you that I bong it up. And when I start to ram the beat, she said, Lord, what you doing to me, quell this? Wow.
This is Marshall, and you're tuning in, looking at #1.
Yeah, man. This is the original dance master.
Je suis fier d'être parmi vous ce soir. Bonsoir.
This is Shalane Hendrickson Thomas.
Having a wonderful time here, the Caribbean inside.
Big up Caribbean inside. Right true. For more Calypso power.
Caribbean inside really is dynamite. Caribbean inside really super was spite. Caribbean inside enjoy day or night. Caribbean inside really is dynamite.
You write all the music that you sing?
Yes, and that was my very first recording. The flip side of that record actually was a tune called P&M Victory, and it's strange, I can't remember a note in P&M Victory, but that was a song. I remember I wrote that song in 1966 when the P&M won the third consecutive election. They won 56, 61 and 66.
Right.
And I should say at that time I was a policeman, and they sent the competition out that Calypsonians should write a song predicting the victory.
Okay.
Before the victory actually was announced. And when I did the song, there like 20 or 30 of us wrote the song, and mine was selected. So then that was my first recording, P&M Victory.
Before we run away and go too far.
Yes.
You were known by another name in the Calypso business.
Yes, I was known as the Cisco Kid.
Cisco Kid?
Yes, Cisco Kid.
Okay, when did the change come about?
The change came about when I left Trinidad and I came to Boston. I went to Boston to school in Boston. And I just thought then Cisco Kid was an old cowboy, an old white cowboy. So I said, well, I should carry my own name. And I used Wellington.
Okay.
I used Wellington, which is my middle name. And I just added the King. The people added the King to the front of it. So that's how I happened to King Wellington as a change.
All right. You explained that you joined the police force.
Yes.
After a while.
It was the police force then. It's the police service
force.
now.
Now it's the police service.
Okay, right.
At that time it was the police force.
Yes.
And you encountered some problems after you joined the force.
Yeah.
Well,
actually,
concerned.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I should say, like, one of the reasons why I joined the service, other than trying to better myself, is that whilst we used to hustle, myself and Bryna. We used to leave our guitars at a place called Banda and Queen Street. It was a restaurant there, and Caressa and Killer took my guitar and broke it up. It literally broke it up. So we couldn't hustle anymore.
Right.
So then I had no alternative, but then I joined it. I went and sat the exam, passed, and I got selected within a month, and I became a policeman. That's why after my first or second pay I bought a guitar.
Right.
So then I continued singing. I had the guitar. I even got in trouble at barracks for making too much singing, making too much noise. The sergeant said I get locked up and charged for singing calypso in barracks. And that.
So wait, tell me something. At that time, when you was a policeman,
yes.
You couldn't sing calypso?
No, you couldn't perform in public. You couldn't perform. Like, for instance, like the guys these days, like Johnny King, Tambo, Watchman, and you name all the policemen Calypsonians now. They happen to be singing. I say one of it because of me, because I literally left the service because I could not sing. I made like 3 applications every year, like in 67, 68, 69. And they didn't permit me to sing.
What was the reason?
Well, there was certain standing orders that the police could not associate it with the public in this manner. And that was the same time Lord Larrow, he's in Jamaica now. He was a soldier, but he was singing. He sang calypso. He was a calypsonian.
Right.
And I even mentioned Larrow, but they said the army was a different standing orders to the police, so I couldn't perform.
Oh.
And I could tell you the first bi-local competition it had. Some people still could remember today there was a guy that sang in the competition and no one knew who he was. It was I was a policeman, I was in the CID, I disguised, left the CID on St. Vincent Street, drove up to the Savannah. I was singing number 10. I went on the stage with my costume. I went under Cisco. And some people are always saying that they thought it was Cristo, but it wasn't Cristo. I'm taller than Cristo. And no one knew, but I couldn't make any fuss of it. I sang, jumped off the stage, jumped in the car, went back to the station like nothing happened. No one could have known.
Did you
the first by local, I was glad I didn't play because I could have got dismissed. But that by local was won by Striker. That was the very first by local.
Okay.
Right, but I was a policeman at the time. So then I had to, that was the struggle I had. Then I left, I took vacation, took 3 months leave, and came to the US to test the waters. And the water was very good, I never went back. I just made my application, resigned from up here. They refused, but I just didn't go back.
Okay, real good information, I must say, that we get in here.
Okay.
Before we go too far, we don't want to leave the audience out. I know they love the information, but they also want to hear some of your music.
Yes. Now, if this happened to you, a morning you're hearing a big, big noise. Time, 1:45, you hear crying. Will you not be surprised? Well, this thing happened to me where I was living up at Laventille. I was like Alice in Wonderland, wondering what happened to this woman. And if you hear she crying, you hear she crying. Friends, I get so curious as I jump up from my doors when she said, if you finish, why not give me my clothes? I put on my pajama pants. I couldn't even put on a vest. I didn't want to lose my chance, so I went and I cocked me ears by the press. I hear me neighbor Mr. Curry tell she take it light. Woman, what's the hurry? You're getting on and crying so long, as if I'm doing you something that is wrong. But if you hear she, she crying. You hear she crying. Friends, I get so serious as I jump up from my doors when she said, if you finish, why not give me my clothes?
This is Denise Sosa Belfont.
Hi, I'm Nicole Graves.
Hi, this is Marcia Miranda.
I am Mavis John.
I'm Calypso Twiggy.
This is Sanel Dempsey. I watch Caribbean Insights. You hear?
Caribbean Inside. Caribbean Inside. Caribbean Inside. Please check Caribbean Inside.
We're with King Wellington, and he's gracing us with some of that witty, ditty music that he has been known for over the years. Witty ditty, when you say a calypso is witty ditty, explain that for us.
Well, witty ditty is a sort of, actually, it's witty, it's like, it's tricky.
Yeah.
And ditty is sort of dirty without the R. You know, sort of, so witty ditty, you know, sort of.
Sort of like in between?
In between there.
Okay, not in the raw. Not in the raw.
Definitely.
Double
witty, a witty ditty.
Witty ditty.
Yeah. I do serious songs too, as
yes.
I should let you know. I've been doing serious songs since the inception, since I started singing. But the audiences never really take me on with the serious songs.
They like the witty
They like the wittidities and the up-tempo stuff like the Steel and Brass and the McCarthy Party and so. But I always do what we call strong songs.
Okay.
No.
You were explaining to me that back in the 70s you felt that Calypso needed to go international.
Definitely.
And you made some suggestions and some changes within the music. Fill us in on that.
I've never had the opportunity to talk about it or who invented soca. Now, it's being said that it's Lord Shorty and the maestro.
Right.
But I wanted to go on record that prior to Maestro and Lord Shorty, when I started singing, I remember in 1971, 72, I wrote a calypso called New Calypso Music. And I had Mod Squad USA, and I had branded the songs Russo Funk, which is actually the same intentions of soca, because soca is soul calypso.
Right.
And soca, Russo Funk is, Russo is for calypso, and funk is really soul music. So I call mine Russo Funk, but the word Russo Funk never stuck. But I've been doing that. My songs, Mod Squad USA, Pretty Girls, Steel and Brass, all these songs were in the soca vein.
Right.
Lord Shorty in 1974 did Endless Vibrations.
Good.
And in 1975, Sweet Music. But prior to that, I did New Calypso Music. It was like this. Hands in the air, have no fear. Calypso music is here. Hands in the air, have no fear. Calypso music is here. Calypso music is real fun for everyone. Everybody jump in the groove and do what they want to do on the bass plate. Bumpy tumpy tumpim, bum, dumpy tumpy tumpim, bum, dumpy tumpo tumpim, bum, bum, pitumpo tumpy tumpum. Hey, well that was
Russo Funk.
Yeah, it was Russo Funk. That's where it started, and that no one will contest that. That was prior to Endless Vibration, which was the real first hit, soca hit. I've been doing that 70, 71. I had songs like Carnival in May, which was the same 1972. And I should, if I give a little taste of that. Well, the doctors say Carnival in May, and the people say how they go break away. Some people say they find that this ain't no good time. But anytime we play with mass, is mass of class. And I can't remember the verse, but that was the prelude to Steel and Brass, which came the following year. That the doctors say Carnival in May. That was when Carnival was postponed because of the
Mass in May. I remember Mass in May.
Right, no. The Carnival was postponed because of the polio. There was a polio epidemic in Trinidad.
Right.
That was in 1972. So, and Carnival was postponed to May. So that's how that song was written. And then after that, I wrote Steel and Brass, which I'm saying that the way I'm planning to spree for 1973, because last year was no Carnival, being as it was in May. That's how Steel and Brass came up.
Okay.
And Steel and Brass was everyone, as everyone is saying, was when the Calypso changed from the old time into the new era. Anyone would say that.
Okay.
You know?
So we have Russo Funk, which is
Russo Funk.
what we know today basically as
soca. Actually, that is soca. But Russo Funk, the word did not stick. Soca is much easier and sweeter. So soca stuck. Russo Funk didn't stick.
Okay. Do you remember anything from that Russo Funk era to give us a little touch of?
Russo Funky. I remember Pretty Girls and Mod Squad USA. I can't even remember how the melodies go.
Can't remember the melodies.
I can't remember the melodies.
It don't matter.
And there was another tune called Limpim Lipim Piti Pim Pipam Lipim Piti Pim Piti Pim Pitim Pim Pim. That's all I could remember with that one. That's another.
Isn't it funny, even though you write your songs and perform them over the years, you know?
Well, you know, I write so many songs. You see, once you don't do the songs, they literally go out. If I get refreshed, if my memories come refreshed,
right,
I'll do that.
Okay.
But this was a different era. I was never based in Trinidad per se. I was never based in Trinidad. I started singing. I came to the States in 1969. I started when I did Moscow, USA, Carnival in May, More Woman, Gimme More, and all these songs were done in Boston.
Okay.
Steel and Brass happened to, I sent it home, and it became very popular. They sent for me, and I went, and that's the reason why I was back in Trinidad. But I was never based there in Trinidad.
And this year you did something pretty serious.
Very serious.
Same people.
The same people.
Yes, would you play it for the audience?
Yes. I said, no, them ain't running no drugs in the country. He said, oh, you're doubting, but you wouldn't bet me that a big man in the opposition and two big men in the coalition. I say, you mean the same fellas were running the nation? He said, yes, but then again they're walking with them two Syrian and one in police service commission. Give a certain guy quick promotion that he could protect and serve drug barons here in the land. Who running the drugs here in Trinidad? Who bringing the drugs, I say? Who running the drugs in the country? Who bringing the drugs, I say? Are the same people you wouldn't suspect that they got the nerve. The same people looking for respect that they don't deserve. The same people we put to protect and serve. La-la-la-la-la-la, lady la-la-la-la-la, lady la-la-la-la-la, lady la-la-la-la-la. I know you PNM, UNC and UNAR supporters. All you have full confidence in your leaders, and who don't know would never believe that all the time you're getting deceived. But money and power, you cannot keep them apart, and it's right in the middle there where everything starts. So well, the boy don't try to rock the boat, otherwise you wouldn't sing another note. All who try to expose them, yes, they cut in their throat like Bernadette James. Who running the drugs here in Trini? Who bringing the drugs, I say? Who running the drugs in the country? Who bringing the drugs, I say? Are the same people saying different things at different times. The same people in different role at different times. The same people committing and solving crime. Limbi lambalai, lady landa lambabai, lady lambalai, lady lambi lambabai.
I hope you guys are really enjoying the music of King Wellington. Let me continue in the vein of the witty ditty calypsos, because I like them, and I know if I do, a lot of people, when they heard that you were coming on the show, they requested that. And one was Miss McCarthy Party.
McCarthy Party was this lady named Miss McCarthy invited me to her party. And she told me, all you need to come with is a flask, well, that means a flask of rum,
right,
and a mask.
A mask for your face?
Mask for your face. So then I thought, well, I said, well, there's something exciting here. So I decided I'm going to go to the party. And in that party, everybody was doing something. So that's how that song came about.
Okay.
Right? But then, you got to listen well.
Yes.
Because it's witty.
Yes.
This lady named McCarthy, she invited me to this party. She said bring a flask and some kind of mask. I thought it would be exciting, so I decided I'm gonna make the outing. But that son of a gun, I had to run. Everybody in the party was taking something. Lord, they're breaking something. Lord, they're making something. Everybody in the party was faking something. Lord, they're shaking something. See, they're having fun. From the Anytime I enter the place, I see the only thing they had on was on their face. I say, oh geez, tonight, I getting squeezed. She had a midget in the apartment, showing you where to put your garment. Well, it make me feel so ashamed when he called me King Wellington. Everybody in the party was showing something. Lord, they're blowing something. Lord, they're throwing something. Everybody in the party was drinking something. Lord, they're smoking something. See, they're having fun. I wanted to leave right away, but this chick, she come and asked me to play. I gave her a nod. I did not want to look too odd. I couldn't say a word to the lass. I was feeling so embarrassed the way she watching me. Imagine how I watching she. Whoa. Everybody in the party was eyeing something. Lord, they trying something. Lord, they buying something. Everybody in the party was yelling something. Lord, they smelling something. See, they having fun. Things was happening so fast. Everybody pinching you when they pass. I get so scared. The whole scene was so weird. I said, Lord, this is the end. When they say men have to turn women, I ball out, no sir. That is Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody in the party was using something. Lord, they're choosing something. Lord, they're using something. Hey! Everybody in the party was feeling something. Lord, they're stealing something. See, they're having fun. Everybody in the party was running something. Lord, they turning something. Lord, they burning something. Ah! Everybody in the party was knocking something. Lord, they blocking something. See, they having fun. Hey.
Miss McCarthy's party. That song like it was a real party.
A real party.
Everything was happening there.
Yeah, you know what really got me feeling real bad? It's when the midget called my name. I had on my mask. You know?
So he didn't recognize you through your face because your face was covered.
He was down there.
So he recognized you from somewhere else. Oh, excuse me.
That was the hard part in it. That was my most embarrassing part in the party.
That was the most embarrassing. But I guess the party was good otherwise.
Well, yes,
when they say guys have to turn, men have to turn.
When they say men have to turn women, now that was Sodom and Gomorrah thing. That was, I couldn't take it.
It wasn't funny no more.
No, I was trouble then.
This is Denise Sauce, you are Belfont.
Hi, I'm Nicole Graves.
Hi, this is Marcia Miranda.
I am Mavis John.
I'm Calypso Twiggy. This is Sanel Dempsey. I watch Caribbean Insights. You hear?
Caribbean Inside. Caribbean Inside. Caribbean Inside. Please check Caribbean Inside.
We continued outside here with the music of King Wellington.
Actually, if she ever come in this place before, oh, she shake her head and she turn and she tell me no. Oh, actually, if she have any place to stay, yeah, she tell me how she going back up on Ash Wednesday, yeah. When she talk and I hear the slang, I say I have this Tobago girl to her. I hold she hand, she pull away, and if you hear when the woman say, hey, me come down, me one from Tobago, why no hold me hand? Me say for let me go, me mama say me can walk, me can talk, but let me no go in and nobody be place, me can run, bump, jump. No take no hand around me waist, hey. Me come down, me one. I me no want no companion. She walk off from the board of paradise, I wanna tell you, well, the woman, she black and nice. I had a little trouble with she friends when she talk. Oh, but oh Lord, she looked so sweet when she walk. Oh, I said to myself, it's an easy kill. So I try until she said, me tell you no for bother me. Me tell you me no want nobody. Me come down, me one from Tobago. Why no hold me hand? Me say for let me go. Me mama say me can't walk, me can't talk. But let me not go in a nobody place. Me can't run, jump. No take no hand around me way. Say me come down, me one. I me no want no companion. I say a big place like this, girl, you might need some hair. Help, it's a big one. Send me band me and help me say. Help. I said, well, suppose those boys interfere with you. Ooh. She said that no nothing. At the same thing where you are do. I said by now I should let her know I'm King Wellington, I don't sing Calypso. She said King Wellington, no Wellington King. To me that no mean nothing. Me come down, me one, not to be go. Why no hold me hand? They say for let me go. Me woman say me can't walk, me can't talk. But not going to nobody place, me can't run.
This is Denise Saucy Belfont.
Hi, I'm Nicole Graves.
Hi, this is Marcia Miranda.
I am Mavis John.
I'm Calypso Twiggy. This is Sanel Dempsey. I watch Caribbean Inside. Yeah, yeah.
Caribbean inside. Caribbean inside. Caribbean inside. Please check Caribbean inside.
Enjoyed all the little witty songs that he did, even the serious song that he was talking about drugs in Trinidad and Tobago. On that note, let's continue and let us get a taste of some of your party music. Steel and Brass was one of those that stood up over the years.
Definitely.
And I know my audience would love to hear it. Would you love to play?
I say my friends and family, all of them, they think I'm mad. When I say carnival this year, go be super bad. When I see the plan that I'm making, they say I'm flaking, Lord, and I'm wasting time. And all of them, they think I'm out of my mind. The way I'm planning to spree for 1973, for the carnival, 2 days and one time. I know that everybody go agree with me. That last year was no carnival at all. Well, they say they gonna be jumping fast, jumping up to Steel and Brass. See them women how they jumping fast. Everybody playing mass. I say with Steel and Brass, and pretty girls around me. It's either the hospital, the jail, or the cemetery. The amount of mass that I want to play. I started me Juve Carnival Saturday. I make costume for Billy, costume for Sally Leon and Mac Williams. And I want to jump with at least 50 women. Well, the way I'm planning to spree for the carnival, 2 days they want to jump. I know that everybody go agree. That last year was no carnival at all. Well, they say they're gonna be jumping fast, jumping up to Steel and Brass. See them women how they're jumping fast. Everybody playing mass. I say with Steel and Brass, and pretty girls around me. It's either the hospital, the jail, or the cemetery. Yeah.
This is Trevor Wilkin. Long live Calypso.
She say, I just need you in the fit. Me no even know you yet. Me no even finish dancer set. Let me catch me breath. Lord, let me catch me breath. And if you hear she take your time, Mister, you crazy. Take your time. Where you want to do me, oh Lord, take your time. What is your hurry?